Sit. Sit. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Guys, this is the Plough Point tarp configuration made with a DD tarp 3x3, and this is Tarpology. Yes, the Plough Point tarp shelter, guys. It is remarkably simple. Okay, you need very little equipment, a bit of rope. Well, there's two versions, right? We'll go through the two versions. You need a bit of rope, a tarp, a couple of pegs. Okay, you can do it version 1 if you have a handy tree, okay, or version 2 if you want a freestanding type tarp shelter, or sorry, Plough Point shelter. Okay, so let's do the tree one first. I'm going to find an area, guys. I'm going to lay out my tarp. Now, once I have it laid out, I'm going to go to one of the corners. And what I like to do when I'm doing when I'm tying it off on a tree is I like to tie my corner up first before I peg it out. Doesn't have to be very high. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 pegs. Now you can also do this where you tie the rope into the tree and then tie it on to your corner, and that way then you can adjust the tension a little bit. Does that make sense? I'm going to adjust the tension off the back using a peg. I'm going to peg out the other corner. See this taking shape already, guys? And then I'm just going to take this corner. Pull it tight. And peg it out. And that is a remarkable space, okay, guys, and that maybe would have taken me 3 minutes, okay, without the tree climbing. Guys, you want to set this up with this low end into the wind, okay? You have your center line running up, or your tarp here, so you have your middle tie out here, and if you want you can just put a string on that or a line on that and tie that off up onto a tree or something that's handy. Or guys, you can get a pole and put it inside and push the tarp up in the same place, and that of course will leave you more space on the inside with the rope, but if you put the pole in, guys, you know, if you don't have anything to tie it off to, it's going to do exactly the same job, okay? If you find yourself in a situation where you have no trees, okay, you're in an open area and you want to do the same type of configuration, guys, you can do the Plough Point with 2 sticks or a bipod or a tripod. It's up to you, but it does work quite effectively with a bipod. What you're going to do, guys, is you're going to stake down the far corner first, and this is going to be into the wind. Guys, I have two poles here, fairly long poles, okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lash them together roughly just about here, okay. Now you can't see that guys, so just nearly at my full height, that's 5'7", okay, and I'm going to very loosely lash these together, okay. For this next bit, guys, there's a couple of different ways you can affix the tarp on, but I think the handiest is just to pull it over the top, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open that out, like that, okay? I'm just going to pull my tarp, my corner string, up like this. I'm going to peg this into the ground, but I forgot my peg. Hang on, everything that falls down there. Now, you can of course, guys, if you have a little stick, this is where Bruno will get involved, if you have a little stick, what you can do is you can just pass it through the loop, like this, okay, and just put it over there, so that's also going to stop your rope from pulling back through, okay. So I'm just going to pop this down here, stick in a peg, and I'll tie that off, okay. What I need to do, guys, is now I need to peg out my sides. Where's my peg? Guys, always making sure that my pegs are going in at 45 degrees, okay. So look at this, check this out. If you want to make this higher and lower, you move these poles, okay. The tension here is holding these poles in place, so if I want to tighten anything off, and this is why I like having these nice and high, okay. So all you do is you move your pole in or out, or whichever way you want, guys, and that is the plough point set up on a bipod, and that's cool. That is super cool. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay frosty.